I just got to Medfield State Hospital. It is September 23rd, Wednesday, 10:10. I'm gonna go around. This is gonna be my first day walking around with the GoPro. So, wish me luck. And this is building 1. This building for me really didn't have a huge impact on me, and I still kind of get that feeling even still now. Now it's funny because I don't really pick up a lot from this building. Almost like I pick up more of the recent energy of it, and maybe what it was used for, like in the later years, like before everything got shut down. I feel like I think those are gunshots. I think there's a firing range around here, which is ironic. I was actually thinking about the gun situation last night. So I just went around building 1 here at Medfield State Hospital, and I was just saying how I really haven't picked up a lot with regards to this building, and that I actually hadn't really walked around it very much. That's the firing range, obviously, which I was just saying that last night I was getting downloads and about guns here at the hospital. It was just funny, like I never thought about that there had been guns here with the officers and stuff. And yeah, so it's just funny how now today, like literally, I've heard some gunshots here, like from the firing range, I think like twice. I think once I got it on video, and it's just really funny how today it's like rapid fire, and that's what I was thinking about last night. So it's never a coincidence, it's always a synchronicity. I always get stuff at the right time, and so it's just, those are things that are validation for me when doing psychic medium work. And so yeah, so this building, I just, it's like there is no like energy. It's always been like I drive by it when I come in, the entrance that I come in, it literally just is so stagnant. It's such a stagnant energy. And I chose not to look and see what every single building was, like who stayed there, who lived there, you know. I glanced at it because I wanted to know, like, I think one of the buildings I had wanted to know, and then I was told just a couple of things by the groundskeeper, you know, on kind of what buildings were what. Building 2 that I went into. But I was trying to stay just really like a blank canvas, like, okay, so that I don't know anything. But as I continue, I'm going to have to, you know, then look and see exactly what buildings did what and what purpose they were, who stayed in them. So yeah, it's really cool. But so yeah, building 1, pretty, like, it's like this, like very mediocre. Just there's none of this going on. Building 1 day, and I just wanted to document that I have been seeing a ton of feathers, and not that that's not, you know, common, but I've been seeing a ton of feathers on the ground, which I just feel like that's, right now, I feel like that's my grandmother telling me to continue, you know, to do what I'm doing. And I just really like to pay attention to those things, those signs and synchronicities, and even the animals that I see on certain days, like, you know, what is that saying to me at this point in time in my life, this day, this moment, you know, just paying attention. And now I get to record it. Yeah, just really cool. So I'm back at building 1. I had checked to see what building this was, and on cue. Building 1 was the assistant physician's house where they lived. So, knowing now, which I had looked and seen, I thought that's what it was, but I wasn't quite sure, because I swear information, it just like comes in and it goes out. So bad. So now, reflecting back and seeing, okay, what I got and what I felt, and throughout coming in here all the time, passing this building, and like I said, it being just so like whatever, detached. That's the word, detached. It felt so detached from all the other buildings. I thought for sure this was like, I definitely didn't think this was where someone lived. That's how detached this building was for me energetically. So I think that for me, I would say that a physician that lived here, or the assistant physician that lived here, one of them, now because we know this was open for so long, but one of the physicians here, and it feels like a lot more, probably more than one, because it feels so detached. The physician was detached, and I'm not saying that they weren't a good physician. I'm just saying they were detached. and one to me in particular, like earlier on, which would make sense with just the way, that I perceive things like that, just with the past not knowing as much as we know now. But yeah, like super detached. And like I said, I honestly, this building, I would have never guessed, even though it does look more like a house than, the building next to it. I don't know, it's like so detached. Very like monochrome, very like this. That's all I keep getting. Like even with the way that I have been today with doing building one, going around building one, filming building one, like that's like how I've been all day, like with it today. Like very like mono. Everything is like, it's not up, it's not down. Right now I feel more myself, like getting more back into my own body. But that's how I felt. Like I was like, wow, these videos they're boring. I'm like, shit, like I can't be doing doing the buildings like this. Like I that's not even me anyway. Because I'm super animated, and it just that wasn't how today went. It's absolutely not how today went. Yes, I factor in the camera, it all being new to me, the gunshots. Like normally I'd be like, are you kidding me? Like on point, on cue. Today, like I had mentioned, getting the downloads about guns last night and potential shootings here. Like, that's not what I got from this building. Like, totally detached and monotone. There's no color. When I first got here, there was a little critter that had jumped, and it definitely was not a squirrel. Like, didn't have a tail or anything. Thought it was like a mouse. Seemed like a little bit bigger than that. I don't know. Do they have rats? I don't know. But I'm just saying, like, I did get that. And the animal, to me, it was very weird. It almost looked like it was half white and half gray. And maybe that's not what I actually saw, but in my third eye, in that mind, that's what I saw. It's like half white and half gray. Totally like this building, like through and through. So that was really cool. What I also picked up on, and now that I hear, like, I'm putting the pieces together, which I'll do, with the gunshot, I feel like one of the physicians, assistant physician, whoever, someone that had lived in this building, I'm picking up a male, killed themselves. Like, and maybe it's, shot themselves. That's what I picked up on. It was funny when I looking at this, little thing, whatever. I don't know what it's called. I don't know what it's called. Where there was a grate and there was a window, and that's what I got. I almost felt like someone shot themselves. Felt like it was in the head. I also got the potential that someone shot someone in the head. I don't know. But yeah. I think it's really cool, and I'm really glad that I put some stuff together. Whether or not it will ever get validated, I don't know. And at this point, that's how it is. And if I ever do get validated, great. But for me, I'm doing this for myself. And just like, for probably like 10 years now, when I pick up on stuff, which I don't always do it, and I probably should always do it, but I don't always have like the paper and a pen and all that stuff, but I normally try and go home and write it down. I'll wake up and write stuff down. And just keep it for myself. And, there's things that it's not going to get validated for me. I think it's just a way of me to, maybe for me, to validate someone else's story. Like coming through and coming to me, knowing that I'm open and I'm okay with receiving their messages, and maybe that's good enough for them, and it's good enough for me. So yeah, that was really cool today. It's really cool. Like, so gray. So white and gray. And it being a brick building. In this building, there's another house here that's literally like white and gray with no brick, and that's not what I get from it at all. I felt like this house, like, I didn't feel like a big like family sense to it, because families lived in some of these buildings, that stayed here, worked here, I should say. Their whole family stayed here as a family things, Not this building. I don't know. So I guess I can come back and do another video if I go home and I get some more stuff for it. But today was building 1, and it was a lot of fun. And I'm glad I'm starting to get back into like myself. I have to like go ground myself, because I was like boring. So boring. And then even the feathers over there, that I saw all over, an animal must have got a bird over there. There's quite a few feathers, but I still take it as a message from the other side, regardless of how it happened or how the feather got there. It's still a sign to me. Yeah, the feathers, gray, white, gray, black. So yeah, put all the pieces together. I'm gonna do a quick, that's my keys, jingle jangle. I have to carry it. I have to carry my mace. I have to carry my keys. They're gonna jingle jangle during all these videos. It's gonna be like I'm wearing bells. What am I gonna do? I need to carry this stuff. I was gonna be like, oh no, I'll just keep my mace in the car. No, I won't. No, I won't. All right, so the feathers. like I said, regardless of how they got here, still a sign for me today. Take things as signs. Signs and synchronicities, no matter how. And they'll tell a story. You just have to recognize it and listen. Take a moment and listen. Take a moment and see what you're feeling, seeing, tasting, touching, everything. And it will tell a story. Most everything has a story to tell. You just have to stop and listen. My chickadee hairs. That's what it's like being a blonde. Okay. Building 1. It's been fun. It's been real. It's been real fun. So, I'll see you tomorrow.